You want to learn how to calculate ARV. Look no further. I'm here to tell you in less than 5 minutes. My name is Paul. I'm a flipper in Las Vegas, and I've been flipping homes for this whole year. When you calculate ARV, what is ARV? After repair value. What does that mean? Well, it's the price that you're targeting to sell a house flip at. So you buy a house at 300K, you look at the market, you'd be like, oh, I think I could sell for 500K. That's ARV. It's the selling price of your home. So that margin between 300 and 500K is actually going to be your profit and also the cost that you put in to rehab the home. So how do you calculate ARV? Well, go on Zillow, or if you have access to the MLS through a realtor, or if you are a realtor, go on Zillow or the MLS and start filtering out different filters. So sort by bedroom count and bathroom count, and then also click sold in last 6 months. Any house that's sold over 6 months is in a different market. Typically 6 months is the perfect ratio. Sold in last 6 months, and then look up the address that you're trying to flip, and then try to find similar bedroom count. So typical cookie cutter home, 3 bedroom, 1 or 2 bath, that is a typical home. 3 bedroom can compete with a 3, 4, and a 5. Anything over a 5, it's a much larger family. You don't want to really compete and use those as comps, but typically I would look for a 3 to 5 bedroom if you are in a 3 to 5 bedroom range. 2 bedroom, they don't compare to a 3 to 5. 2 bedroom are a different persona, different market, so those are not really comps. Bathrooms, 1, 2, 3, maybe even, they are comparable, so you could filter for those. And then square footage. So whatever the square footage of your house is, subtract 4 or 500 square feet or add 4 or 500 square feet. So what does that mean? You're looking at a home for 1,500 square feet, do a range between 1,100 square feet and 1,900 square feet. Anything over that, in my opinion, it's not really a comparable house to compare your house flip at. Now, click the search bar in Zillow or the MLS, start looking in your area. And also make sure that the radius that you're looking at is within a quarter mile or half a mile. Anything further out than half a mile kind of depends on every city in the United States, but that's really the rule of thumb. Try to look for as close as possible, sold in the last 6 months, similar bedroom, bathroom count, and within a close proximity to the house that you're trying to flip. Now, a few other kinks that I've learned along the way is garage count. So if your house that you're trying to flip is a 1-car garage and other houses in the neighborhood are 2 or 3 or 4-car garage, that could kind of deter. But don't be afraid to looking at those homes. Just keep that in mind. Also a pool. A pool is another factor. If your house doesn't have a pool, but a house in a neighborhood that has been rehabbed does have a pool, well, that could add more value. You want to keep that in mind. Typically pool at about like $30,000 to $50,000 depending on the pool size of the home in Las Vegas. In a different city in the United States, it could be different, but I'm just telling you, those are factors to consider. The last thing that I really want to call out is the number of floors or stories in a home. So if you're trying to flip a 1-story home or a 2-story home and the comps in the neighborhood are the opposite story, that's a problem. Meaning 2-story homes, they're actually less valuable than 1-story homes. I didn't learn that until I started calculating a lot of ARVs and putting offers, but that's something that other flippers have taught me in the past. So that's how you calculate ARV. You're going to want to look for your house and then houses in the neighborhood, and then when you look at those houses on the photos, look at houses that have been recently rehabbed. The way you can tell is look at the kitchens, look at the bathroom. If they look like new cabinets, new countertops, typically what's in is like white cabinets, granite or marble, or sorry, not marble, granite or quartz countertops, new hardwood flooring or LVP flooring, kind of like that light wood or the gray wood, light brown or gray or brown, looks kind of new, then it's probably been flipped. It takes a while in the beginning, but as you do it multiple times, you'll get faster and faster at it. Let's walk through an example. So let's say your home that you find in your city is 300,000, and then you put in all those parameters and you click search. Now you're looking at homes within like, let's say a quarter mile or half a mile radius, and you find like 20 houses. Look at the prices of those homes, see what they're selling at, and then look at the photos and see what they are. Now sort it by photos that are a rehab. So look at what I just mentioned, which is like cabinets, you know, new flooring, new countertops in the kitchen, also new bathrooms. Those are the clear ones. New paint on the walls. Those are typically signs of being flipped. That is probably a comp. If it's similar in square footage, similar in bedroom count, similar in that area. You're gonna wanna look at a few of these houses, and if you start seeing a trend, the comps are gonna be somewhere in that price range. So let's say you found one at 450, 470, 460, and then you saw houses that are not rehab, that look a little older, and they're at 350. Then you know, like, if you rehab your home, it's definitely gonna be over 350. And let's say you see one that's like super luxurious, has a pool, has solar panels on it that look all paid off, has a 10-car garage, like those kinds of things that are crazy, that are selling at 500, then you know these are your cap. And those are probably not what you're gonna like make on your first flip. So look at something that's like, you know, pretty cookie cutter, that's looks like it's recently being renovated, and from there you can kind of estimate the numbers. And at the end of the day, ARV is a science, it's not true. And so when you do get in a flip, you wanna make sure you rehab it as fast as possible and sell it in that market, because if you hold on to the flip for too long, let's say 6 to 12 months even, you're entering a different economic cycle, and those prices could drop or raise depending on interest rates. So just keep that in mind. I teach a whole bunch of tips and tricks on flipping flipping and real estate on my channel. So if you want to learn more, please like and subscribe and drop a comment, and I'll try to make another video on it.